Hey, welcome to Hipster Codes. This is Hipster GW. I'm going to show off the limited time free until February 10th at 9:59 a.m. Eastern Time Fab giveaway every 2 weeks. Fab gives away free assets for Unreal Engine developers. Actually, I think you can use them in other engines. You know, you can follow tutorials to export certain assets. Although things like this plugin won't be usable in something like Unity. It's only going to be available for Unreal Engine, but I'm going to look at the medieval castle today, and pretty sure that most of the stuff you could export and bring it into your own game engine. Now, it might look a little different if you're not importing the lighting and stuff that I'm going to show off with the pre-built map, but it should all export just fine as far if you know what you're doing and you know how to set it up. So, the medieval castle, that will also, first thing, if you're looking, you're saying, why does it look like total garbage? Let's blame that on my potato PC. It also took forever to load in all the shaders. It took at least 10-15 minutes to load in all the shaders, but I'm still working on upgrading my PC. Also, be aware, this entire pack was 8 gigabytes, but I think that they're giving you a ton of high quality assets. Again, they don't look high quality on my PC because, like I said, I have a potato PC, but if you look, you get all these trees, you get barrels, you get bridges. I think it's all modular. So you have this castle. Okay, so you have main house. It is all modular, but they give you some pre-built stuff as well. And this pre-built map is looking pretty awesome. Again, I assume it will run better if you have a better PC. But I think it's pretty high quality. Look at all this stuff. I think this is a great pickup. So I'm not going to, I might look at this light detection plugin next week or something like that, because it looks pretty interesting. It looks like it might be very useful if you're developing some sort of detection system where lighting is involved. So it isn't just line of sight or sound, but lighting might be important. So, but I did install it, but I haven't really looked into the documentation yet. So I just wanted to make sure that I looked at the medieval castle. Also, until February 10th, you can also get the stylized log cabin. This isn't my art style right now, so I'm not going to use it in any project in the near future, but I still go through and I pick everything up because it's completely free of charge. $0 are spent, and then you get to keep it forever, and it goes into your library. I hoard these things every 2 weeks, and I recommend that you do as well. But yeah, I think it's pretty high quality. Now, before I leave, I'm going to try and turn up the settings to see. Oh, also, it gives you a really cool skybox. So you could always use that skybox later. But I'm going to turn up the settings to see if it looks better. It might break my PC, and if it does, then the video ends, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I think it looks great. Looks pretty high quality assets. This would go really, especially if you fix the anti-aliasing, which I have all jacked up, and you have a good computer. You could probably go through and even optimize it even more, but I think it looks like it's pretty optimized. Like, I can still look around in cinematic, which most high quality assets, you can't do that with this much lighting and this much stuff going on. So they might have optimized this stuff pretty well for most projects, depending on, obviously, if you're using something like Nanite or whatever. It might be different, right? I don't know if this is, I don't think this has Nanite in it. I could be wrong. One thing I did notice is last giveaway, there was the Necropolis. I am using that in my current project, which I'm going to show off one of these weeks. I keep promising it's coming up soon. It's still coming up soon. I'm just doing a lot of procrastinating on it, so I apologize. And so this is a very similar vibe, but I don't really have a problem because this is more of a medieval town, and the Necropolis is more of a medieval, graveyard, dark, fantasy type thing. This is more of a high fantasy or more of like a Game of Thrones type vibe. So let me know what you think of these assets. Eventually, like I said, I'm going to create a video on my game that I'm making. I'm just taking forever to make it. Everything's taking longer, and I'm also not spending as much time outside of work that I want to be spending on it. So I apologize for that, but hopefully this saved you some time because, like I said, it's a big boy. It's 8 gigabytes, so you can see what's in it before you even download it yourself. Go and grab it, whether or not you download it, and then if you think it's a good idea for your game, minus all this anti-aliasing problems. Thanks for hanging out. This is Hipster GW, Hipster Codes, and we'll see you in the next video.